Hello.
Greetings. How are you?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You are much cleaner than last time I saw you.
Yeah. I decided to ask the fire department people to hose me down today with their 100-gallon. It's
Yeah,
what
that
it
was
took.
quite a job.
It's what it took. You know what? I was surprised when I got up there and started taking those bricks down. I didn't even need the air compressor.
Oh,
The bricks were just, you could pick them up. And I was a little bit afraid because the whole thing was just leaning. I'm going, boy, if it just decides to fall, I wonder what it's going to do to the roof. But obviously it held together, and the metal of the roof looked a lot better than I thought. And
good.
then there was a non-issue. But once I got down under the roof line and I got sort of where the shingling and the bricks came together, the consistency of the mortar changed, and
Oh,
it became really dense, and it was very hard to break it apart.
Oh,
So I don't know what happened there, but it slowed down quite a bit.
wow.
Anyway, it's down.
That was a long day of work for you.
Yeah, once you get going and you just keep going, and I was surprised when I got down and the generator stopped. I had expected there was a lot more left. And when I got out of the little basket, I'm going, it's about as tall as I am, maybe a little bit shorter. We don't need the lift anymore.
Ah,
And we really didn't need, after a certain point, you could just get up there with a ladder and do it.
yeah,
But anyway, so I was happy that we got it done without having to use that anymore.
good.
that was a brutal job, I'll tell you. I watched you for a while. Geez.
It was nice to see you show up. I'm going, who was that guy? Actually, I saw Casper first. It's like, what is that? And it's like, it's Casper and Bush.
Is there going to be anybody else here tonight?
Well, we three are the only ones on the starting team for BZA.
Okay.
Everybody else is gone.
Oh, so I'm sorry for interrupting. Are you ready to start then?
Yeah, I guess so. If Chad's not going to be here, right? So-
Chad's gone, as I understand, and David bailed out, and Chris is gone.
Okay.
All right. So you have in the attendee portion of the meeting, you have Mr. Witten and the Premitals. So when you're ready if you want them to come into the room, just let me know and I will convert them to attendees and to panelists. And otherwise, I will leave you to it.
Well, okay. Rob, is it okay? I mean, Lynn, you want me to just go ahead and open the meeting?
You are the captain, my
Okay.
captain.
Go right ahead.
Okay, this is a call to order. Everybody had a chance to look at the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, so we approve of that.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the minutes from the 4/13/2021 meeting. Did Chris send those out?
I didn't see him.
Okay, I think I must have seen them. I couldn't pull them up right then, but you want to just go ahead and vote to approve those? I think they were very short.
Look good to me.
Okay. All right, I do too. Okay, so let's take a motion to approve the meeting, the minutes of the 4/13/2021 BZA meeting. All
So
in
moved.
favor?
Aye.
Sure.
All right, moving right along here. Okay, now the first item on the agenda is a variance for the installation of a fence within the setback area of 1161 Putnam Street, Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. And I understand the owners are here. Debbie, is that right?
So that's the Premitals and is that Mr. Witten also?
Yeah. Well, no, Ms. Promental is the only one with the
Okay.
with the fence, so we can let him in now.
All
I guess.
All right. Just give a moment until we're sure that they're in and they can hear us.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
All
Yes.
right.
Hello. How's everybody?
Good,
Okay.
good.
Good. I'm just here in case you have questions or anything. This is our first time, so I thought I would just join and see if you needed to ask me anything.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about the project?
Okay, yep.
I've seen the drawings and everything. I think everybody else has too.
Okay.
But briefly,
Yep,
just
pretty self-explanatory, exactly what the drawings were. You saw the pictures of the fences, I think we included as well, the style and everything. So
Right.
basically, we just want to fence in our backyard here. A lot of it is for our dog and our dog's protection, just so she can have some freedom out back. But, just to add in this area back here. So it's just, I don't know, I would say a couple feet within our property line.
okay. And your neighbors are all good with it and everything?
As far as I know, we've actually
Okay.
talked to several of the people. I mean, David used to be our neighbor. He's since moved, but
Oh,
he
okay.
lives on the corner. We talked to them about it with all the steps that needed to be taken and everything. So, as far as I know, everybody's good with it. Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions about it? Rob or Lynn?
None for me.
No, I just did want to, my understanding is that the ordinance currently under consideration is going to allow or maybe even require fences to be on the property line, right? 'Cause- So that's something the town is thinking about anyway, rather than the 15 feet setback, which the current ordinances say. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. And so the ordinance review committee is working on this now,
Yeah.
right? So, right now there's really no fence ordinance in place.
Right.
So, I don't have a problem with it. I'm comfortable approving it. Everybody else or?
I mean,
Yeah, I'll
as with, I'm sorry, as with most things in this town, there might be an ordinance, but it's been usurped in certain ways. So it's very difficult to say you have to hold somebody accountable for an ordinance and then let other people go. I mean, our neighbors have a fence right on the lot line and a shed right on our lot line. So yeah, until it's sussed out and actually defined and everybody agrees that that's how we're going to move forward, I'm with you that I can't have a problem with it and I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I make a motion that we approve the application.
I second the motion. I second the motion. Smokey Robinson. Okay.
Great.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Okay. Well, that takes care of that. That's
Thank
approved.
you all very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. It's always nice to have
Absolutely.
somebody here for questions
Nice
or
to meet you,
explain the.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
everybody.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Okay, I guess moving on now, we go into the variance replacement of windows with a different design and shape than the current windows. That's the 595 Park Road Place, Harper's Ferry, and the owner is Paul Harrop, and the applicant is, I think, Jeff Witten, the contractor, Jeff Witten, Father and Son Carpentry, and I understand Mr. Witten's here tonight.
Yes, I'm converting him now.
Okay.
So Mr. Britton, can you hear us? You're muted currently, so you'll want to unmute.
I can hear you. Hold on. Okay, I can hear you. I'm just trying to, I've never done it this way, so you want me to see if I get the video on. Oh, shoot. So start video setting, integrated camera, choose video graph. What do I do?
Try start video.
Just click start. There.
Yep,
There
there
you
you
are.
are.
Live, okay. Okay, hello, Mr. Witten. Thanks for being here tonight. I guess if we could start off, would you just tell us a little bit about the project? We've all seen the drawings, and I know you've been before the historic landmarks already.
Yeah, that's correct. So we had submitted per Paul's request to, there's, I think, 2 windows. Let me pull up the picture real quick. It's just been a while on this one. So on one side of the house is 2 windows. And so Paul wanted to replace those with windows that operated and were energy efficient, and then put one in the center. So that would be on the right side of the house. In the front, he had requested to change this historic round window with a window as well, a rectangle window. And then on the left side of the house, there was a single window, and he wanted to mimic what was on the right side of the house. So in the meeting with the permitting people, it was, or the Historic Commission, it was decided that they would agree with the right side, left side of the house, but they wanted the center window on the front facade, that historic window, to remain. And Paul agreed to that and said that, no, he was okay with that. But one of the requirements was to go before the BZA also and get your approval. So it was approved based on BZA approving it.
Okay, anybody have any questions about that? Rob or Lynn?
I'm just wondering if we need something in writing showing that they are not going to make that change to that little round window in the front, or is there some way that we can amend the application that they've already submitted so it's clear what we're agreeing to?
We're happy to set an amended document. I think it's my understanding that they didn't want, I can ask the Historic Landmarks Commission what they want to do. I think what we're waiting on is to get an approval, like a contingent approval, and then we can amend that or whatever to match whatever you all need us to do.
So actually, we could vote to approve if we did with the condition that there is a agreement to maintain that original window in the front. If Historic Landmarks is okay, I don't have any problems. Rob or Lynn?
I used to be the chair of Historic Landmarks, and I understand what they were doing. Again, we're in a historic town, and we have some of our population gets their panties all in a twist when our historic properties get changed, irrevocably get changed, and they're contributing structures to the historic fabric of our town. Once you change that, you can't go back, and those structures then fall off of the list of contributing structures. So that's a major thing about how this town moves forward with what we do. I know Paul's house. I can see it from mine just down the street. And I'm happy that Paul is happy to, or open to, leaving that little rose window in the front facade, because that is a major architectural element of that style of house. Personally, and BZA should have no personal business. It should all be driven by our ordinances. But I notice on the side of the house, there are 2 windows, and there will be another window in the middle to make 3. And looking at the gable of the house, I've got to assume there's a wall that subdivides that. Is that correct inside?
No, it's wide open.
Wide open.
Yeah, knee walls down 2 sides, and then it's just wide open.
And so adding a 3rd window, with those 2 already there that are close, what's the purpose of adding that 3rd window?
So the other side, the window is in the center, and there's not one on either side.
I get you.
And so it balances that. And then also it just brings in more light. He wants a home office up there. And it just allows more light to come in.
Right. So again, BZA should not be about what I feel or what anybody else feels. It should be governed by our laws and our ordinances. But like the last applicant who was just before us, there have been so many liberties taken with approving things that should never have been approved that I would find it very difficult to say, you guys can't do what you want to do, but these other people have, because you could come back and go, but what about them? And that's a very slippery slope that we've gotten on. So as far as I'm concerned, as long as the windows, look the same. You know, there's a header over them and the architectural style of those windows, so that it tries to look like it was done back in the 1840s. You know, that's going to help this town. But I can't sit here and go, no, you guys can't do that. Me following our ordinances, while you can point out somebody right across from the mayor has completely changed their house and it's no longer, it's way out of alignment. So anyway, that's my beef with it. And I appreciate the fact that you guys are coming to historic landmarks. You're following our processes and not usurping them as other people have been accused of avoiding. So that's where I am on this.
Did we confirm that they are wood frame windows?
They are, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the HLC, or I'm not sure if that's what you call it. Yeah, they were adamant about the windows that we use.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
2/2 like the existing windows as well.
Are they Pella wood windows?
Yes,
And they're 2/2, the traditional?
correct. Yes.
Yeah, the big issue for me would have been the gable window in the front too, and if he's good with that. And I make a motion that we approve, noting that he will be preserving the gable window.
Mhm.
Is everybody
Second.
comfortable? Okay, a second on that. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Witten.
Thank you.
Appreciate your coming here, and we will see that you get your approval.
Thank you.
Okay.
Y'all take care.
Thank you. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, I wonder if I broke did we break our previous record for fast meetings? But anything else anybody wanted to go over before we?
No, Michael, I didn't take them, and I assume you or Lynn did.
I'll do them.
Okay,
Yeah,
you are the man,
yeah, okay.
because we'll need to have
I
the minutes.
forgot to bring it up at the beginning, so I'll do it right when I get off here.
It's a short recording, so if you have to re-listen to it,
That's true.
thank
and you got time.
Yeah, I do have time. So, but okay. Well, I guess that's the next meeting. I guess we got a couple things. Looks like in the pipeline, including some construction of a cottage and something else. I forget. But
Wow, I haven't heard of this, but that'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah, and so I guess when things get back to normal. So, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And I guess somebody make a motion to. I make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
Okay. Thank you.
Aye.
Debbie? Okay, we're through.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.